And then when you're ready, come back up to center. Cross your shins and then rock yourself up to seated. Come onto the hands and knees. Make the hands strong, inner hands gripping. Make the inner thighs move back. Tone up the belly. And then lift your hips up. Keep the arm bones moving forward. Let your shoulders come onto your back, and you can even just keep the gaze just slightly down towards the thumbs. Tone up the belly a lot, and then push your hips to the sky with your knees bent. Then lift the undersides of the arms, tone up the belly, and breathe. Yeah, and still with the knees bent, squeeze the legs, push the inner thighs higher, tone more. And then release the neck. Good. Inhale, come forward, plank pose, drop your knees. Move your fingertips forward like so. Take your knees back, and here, feel the undersides of the arms lift. So everybody even exaggerate more. Side body long, thighs back, belly back, bring the ribs back, and then start to bring your knees back. And here, just keep the arm bones lifting. Let the upper back move in, and then the chest can come towards the ground. And notice how the ribs want to pop up. And remember this lifting of the undersides of the arms. It's really important, especially like in our down dog, right? Keeping the arms strong and toned. Let the jaw be relaxed. Take another breath here. And then look forward. And this time, keep the lift of the arm bones, but just place the palms down. Let the head drop again. Keep this lifting up. Let the upper back in. And I don't know if you guys remember, like a while ago, I was talking about having the arms more at a L as opposed to a V because our neck gets a little more freedom. So make the L's, the arms more like an 11. Yeah. Lift the arm bones. So you can even bring your hands closer together. Just lift up more. Good. And then inhale, look forward. Move your hands forward. Now, I can still feel that this lifting action is happening of the arm bones. Let the upper back move in, move the upper belly in, move the thighs back and knees back, and then push the hips up. Tone up the belly. Breathe. And we build prana, right? We build awareness, we build intention, and we strengthen the physical body and the energy body. You can bring your hands closer together. Okay. Inhale, now move forward, plank pose. And pause here. We'll fire up the core a bit. Breathe. And then push your hips back up a little bit. Come to the, stack your heels over to the left. Then take your right arm, keep pushing your arm bone forward, and then curl your right arm underneath your body. You can grab your thigh. And then lift the left leg. And that starts to get the oblique. You feel that? Mm-hmm. Try to keep your hips a little more down. Okay, put your hands down. Woo. Then move your heels over to the left. Take your left hand, curl under. You can drop your hips a little more, and then lift your right leg. Good. Put your hands down, down dog. And then inhale, come forward, plank pose. Ooh, let's stretch that out. Move forward to the tippy toes. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Drop the hips. And pause. Good. Now, come up to your fingertips and move your hands wider than your mat. Just about, yeah, it's like underneath the elbows is pretty good. Tone up the belly. Press the inner thighs higher. Press the feet, yeah, there you go. Push the feet into the ground. Belly tone a lot, low belly in. Good. And then as you inhale, bring the shoulders on the back and lift your heart forward and up. And let your upper back go in, then pull your low belly in more and the ribs in. Take another breath here. And then as you exhale, come back down. All right, let's do that again. Inhale, come forward and up. Exhale, move back down. And pause. Let's do that again. Fingertips down, tense. Big breath here. Shoulders on back, belly strong. Legs are pressing so strongly, and the inner thighs move up. Pull the belly in. Make sure the kneecaps stay up. Lift the chest forward and up. Let the upper back in. And then pull the chest forward as you come down. Curl the toes under. Tone up the belly. Push your hips back up. Downward facing dog. Good. Look forward. Come up high to the tippy toes. Bend your knees. And then hop to the front of your mat. Okay, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, and bow. Okay, now just pause here and soften. Soften the jaw and the breath. Make sure the feet are parallel and hip distance. And if you're wondering what hip distance is, you can just put 2 fists together in between your feet and measure it out there. Then bend your knees and relax again. Grab each elbow. And notice if you have tension or build, if anything's just kind of really tense or intense, all right, just let that be there. Give space for that. Good. Then release the hands. And as you inhale, and as I like to do, put your hands on your shins. Create space in the low back. Pull the belly in and the heart forward. Exhale, bow and fold. Good. Bend your knees and simply sit down on your butt. Come onto your back. We're going to do some back bends today, but we need to wake up the low back. All right, bend into this slightly. Push your hands into your thighs. Push your thighs back and then pull the ribs down. Good. So really pull the ribs down. And then as you act, and just pause, we're just pushing the legs away and we're letting, I'm shaking. You're shaking. Yeah, keep pushing, keep breathing. And whatever's coming up might be discomfort, that's okay. And then exhale, release that. Let's do it again. Bring the knees in. Press the ribs down, push the hands into the thighs, pull the belly in. Shaking is okay. Okay, and then release. Put your feet down. Let's do that again. Bring the legs up. Put the hands into the shins. Press the ribs down, press them back down, push. Okay, release it down. Woo! That's intense. Okay, now take your hands behind your head and bring your legs up to the sky. Lift your chest. Now push your hands, put your right hand into your left leg, and then extend the to your right leg. So right hand into your right leg. I know things, sorry. Right hand to your right leg. And then push your left leg towards the ground. Then bring it back up to center. Bring your right hand behind your head. Put your left hand into your left thigh. And then extend your right leg. Inhale, center. Rest. That's intense. Whew. Just trying to wake up the core to work with us and for us. Let's do that again. Legs up. You can have knees bend, it's okay. Put your right hand into your right thigh, take your left hand behind your head, lift your chest, and then extend left leg. Inhale, center. Keep it up if you can. Right hand behind the head, left hand into left thigh, extend right leg. Inhale, center. Let's see if we can keep it up. Left hand, right hand to the thigh. Inhale, center. Switch hands, left hand to thigh, extend right. And then come back up, rest. And breathe. Okay, now take your arms, take your feet out in front of you. Move your thighs back and your arms above head. Then do me a favor. So the shoulders, this helps me to bring my shoulders on my back, but if I notice that my shoulders aren't on the back, maybe bring your hands up a little bit. And see how much you can bring your low ribs to touch the ground. And then notice how the thighs want to pop forward, so pause. Move the thighs back as much as you can, and don't let your thighs lift. In fact, just put your right hand and your left hand on your thighs, and then see, can you keep your thighs where they're at, and then pull your ribs down. Try to get your lowest ribs to touch the ground. So hard. With some core activation right there. Okay, now release. All right, we'll do one more thing. Take your legs up to the sky. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Interlace the fingers behind the head, but just as a support for your neck. Don't pull the head up. Big breath here. Exhale, lift the chest and lift the hips. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lift everything. Remember, feet are going up to sky. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Good. Put your feet down. Well, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. All right. Pause here for a moment. And then rock yourself up to seated. Come onto your hands and knees. And we'll do our puppy dog stretch again. Come up to the fingertips. Lift the underside of the arms, upper back in, thighs back, ribs in. Move the knees back. Keep the arm bones lifting. And remember, have more of an 11 than a V. Lift, upper back in, stretch. And see if you got any deeper. Try to get the ribs in. Good. Come back up. Put your hands down. You can keep more of that 11 for your down dog. Underside of the arms lift forward, shoulders on back. Give me a cow pose. Pull the chest forward and up. Exhale, now pull the belly in, round. Come back to neutral spine. Thighs back, ribs in, lift hips. Down dog. Underside of the arms lift. Upper back in, let your neck be relaxed. Push your hips high to the sky. And breathe. Nice. Inhale, come up high to the tippy toes. Look forward. Please hop, step, or walk in front of the mat. Nice. Look up halfway with the breath. Fold, exhale, down. Inhale, stand up, stretch up to the sky, reach it as much as you can. High, high, high. Like, can you create space in every part of your body? Can you feel a stretch up? Exhale, release the hands. Interlace fingers. Push your behind your back. Push your hands into the sacrum, and with the breath, create space. Bring the shoulders on the back, and for me, my ribs pop forward. So let's get that core work going. Thighs back, ribs back, low belly back. Imagine you were pushing your ribs into the ground like you were when you were laying down. And then bring your hands back. Lift the chest. Let the upper back move in. The tips of the shoulder blades move in. Lift the chest with the vertebrae of the spine, and then exhale, bend your knees and bow and fold. Bring the tips of the shoulder blades towards the waist, and then bring the hands more overhead and breathe. Stretch the shoulders And here, if you feel really tight, use a strap or a strap or a rope, whatever you have. Good. And release the neck. Then take your hands and just touch your back. Release and release them and just feel your back. Like, can you feel a curve in the low back? And if you can't, bend your knees so you do. Massage yourself. Good. Now put your hands on your shins. Lift your heart forward and up. Exhale, fold it up. Stand up. Reach it up. Stretch it up again. Ribs back, thighs back. Lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, forward fold. Look up with the breath, half lift. Put your fingertips down, bring your right foot back behind you. Squeeze in. Make sure to frame that front foot. Move the inner right thigh higher, pull the belly in, lift the chest. Take another inhale here. Then plant your hands, move back down dog. Inhale, take your right foot between the between the thumbs, not the thigh. Move the left thigh higher. Get that curve, pull the belly in, lift your chest forward. Take a breath here. Good, put your hands down, down dog. Move forward, plank pose. Move forward to the tippy toes, drop your knees. Stick your butt out, but keep the belly toned, chest and chin. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Move forward to the belly. Then take your hands and hover them over the floor. Press the toenails down, inner thighs higher, pull the belly really strongly in, lift the chest, lift the legs. With your legs up, move the inner thighs higher, pull the belly in, shoulders on back. Now put the hands down next to the low ribs, and then let your feet come down last. And when they go down, push them down hard, shoulders on back. And your pelvis, your thighs can still be down, pelvis down if you can. Exhale, come back in. Pause. Give space for exactly what is coming up. Curl the toes under, pull the belly in. And if what's coming up, move back and down. Downward facing dog. If what's coming up is pain and suffering, well, don't just injure your body, right? Pay attention to that. Let that be an opportunity to discover more about self, to adjust. We don't just ignore our pain or push it away. We see it. We give space if we can. Come up high to the tippy toes, look forward, hop, step, or walk. Look up with the breath. Exhale, fold. Stand up. Again, stretch high. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Take your right wrist into your left hand. Move your thighs back, pull your belly in. Take the shoulder onto the back and stretch over to the left. Now take your right leg and step it behind your left leg and bend the knees. If you can see, I'm actually in a pretty deep bend with my knees. Push the thighs back, pull the ribs back, and then stretch over to the left. I feel this even into my right IT band. And unplug here. Get the shoulder back, but it's okay to unplug. Come back. Okay? Take your left foot. Thighs back, ribs back. Stretch to the right. Take the left foot behind the right thigh. Bend deeply. Pull the ribs back. Stretch to the right. Get the shoulder on the back. Lift the armpit back. And stretch. Come back to center. Exhale. Release. Whew. Inhale. Arms up to the sky. Exhale. Forward fold, 10 fingertips down. Inhale. Look up with the breath. Plant the fingertips and exhale, step your right foot back behind you, turn your back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat, bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Take your right hand to your hip, squeeze to the center, move the thighs wide. Pull the belly in, bring the chest up and out. Bend in deep to that front knee. If possible, hand could go to the outside of that front foot. With the shoulders on back, if not, block or not at all. Keep forearm on thigh, that's cool. Take your arm forward, about 45 degrees. Bring the shoulder on the back, but then notice how the ribs want to pop forward. So root the thighs back, pull the low belly in and the ribs back, and stretch. Stretch forward, so less of the back bend, shoulder on back, and then stretch the spine. Can you use each of the muscles around the vertebrae to create space in the spine? Keep the right kneecap lifting and rooting back and belly in. Relax the neck. Put your hands down. Good. Turn to the ball of the back foot. Drop the right knee. Bring your hands up to your front knee. Good. Hands on thigh. Root the thighs back and apart. Pull the belly in. Take your right hand. Look at your back foot and try to grab that foot. Oops. Take the foot to you. Just a regular old thigh stretch. Now last week we did a lot of getting that low back curve. So find the curve. I'm gonna get balanced here. Find that curve. Pull the ribs in. Pull the chest forward. Keep curling, getting that inner thighs back and apart. Pull the belly in. Pull the chest up. Take the arm up. Bend in deep. You can to that front knee. Pull the belly in, and then use the muscles around the spine to lift the spine up and out. Okay, now come out of that. Put your hands down. Okay, so everybody, you're gonna hop switch, but Joe and I are just gonna go over to our right foot. Okay, so hop switch your feet. Turn your left foot flat. Take your right forearm to your right thigh. Squeeze in. Okay. Squeeze the legs to the center. You can just keep the left hand on the hip. Push the thighs back, apart. Pull the low belly in. Good. Now your right hand can go down onto the floor up to the outside of the foot, or it could go just keep there on a block. Keep the legs toned, the belly strong, and then take your hand forward about 45 degrees. Side body long, with the shoulder on the back, but extend the arm alongside the ear. Keep stretching. Push through that back foot. So you pull in and then you push back out. Extend. Keep extending. Keep stretching and see like what is arising in the body. You're awakening all the muscles. I can even feel the muscles in my feet. Can you awaken that? Take a breath here. Put your hands down, framing front foot. Drop your left knee. Bring your hands to your right knee. Look back at that foot. Bend the knee, grab the foot. Okay, stick your butt out. Move the inner thighs back. Pull the low belly in. Keep the curve, bring your chest forward. And again, you're more interested in getting this low back curve. It'll get you more. Then pull the chest up and out. Keep the low back belly in. Again, just like check in. Imagine you're on the floor. Again, you're kind of trying to pull those ribs back, right? Arms up. Side body long, shoulder on back. Then bend into the front knee. Keep rooting the thigh back and the belly in. Then use the muscles of the spine on the back to lift you up. And what happens, usually you'll arch over. If not, it's okay. Very nice. Put your hands down. Lift the back knee. Now bring your toes towards the long side of the mat and bringing your hands in between your legs for Prasarita Padottanasana. Lift the chest. Take a deep breath, thighs back, belly back, and bow in. Take your fingers onto your big toes if you can. If you can't, You can hold the outside of your shins, push the shins in and widen the pelvis. Otherwise, and then take the shoulders on back everybody. So everybody, side body long, shoulders on back, and then bring the shoulder blades towards the sky. Push the inner thighs back, pull the belly in. Okay, look up. Put the hands down, exhale. Turn your left toes forward and move all the way to a forward fold to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up at the breath. Exhale, fold and bow, exhale. Stand up, stretch to the sky, reach it up, interlace the fingers, stand up. Exhale, release the hands, just shake out. Kind of feel some softness. Okay, arms up. If you become a little bit too tense, arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees. If you become too tense, like pay attention, right? That is having okayness with what is arising is also having awareness of what is arising. Lift your chest forward and up. If you find yourself getting caught up in anxiety and fear and pain, well then exhale, please pay attention, bow in, plant your hands, and move back. Talk with Bob and Ed and saying you should suffer. Inhale, move forward. It's being with that, and it's okay, recognizing, and then coming to the breath, coming to the center, come forward to the tippy toes, bend the elbows, dropping the hips. Good. Interlace other finger on top. Press every toenail down the inner thighs, back, belly, tone, shoulders on back, extend the arms, lift chest. Lift legs. Lift chest more. Move the inner thighs higher. Move your belly. Legs strong and straight. Good. Move back down. Pause and soften. Come up to your forearms. I don't know what the funky music is going on here. Bend your knees. Or no, don't bend your knees. Press your feet down. Come up to the forearms. Eyes back, belly back. Take your left forearm across your body. And then bend the right knee. Move for the inner foot. Stretch the right thigh. Pull the belly back. Pull the chest forward. Okay, so now we're not going to push up, but everybody come to your belly and put your left hand next to your left rib cage. Take a deep breath if you can. If you can't, stay up on your forearm, that's okay. Take a deep breath. Pull the shoulder on the back. Lift the chest. Move the inner thighs back. Don't lift the chest up. Just lift the chest forward. Have like left chaturanga arm. This works the back muscles pretty intensely. Okay, release, rest. Come up to the forearms, please. Press the toenails down. Pull the belly in. And I don't know if you guys can like see my belly right now. Okay, so that's me like collapsed, and that's me pulling in. Do that. It makes a difference, right? Okay, and then real quick, let yourself just kind of soften, move the inner thighs higher, pull the belly in. Then the left knee. Move for the inner foot. Stretch, right? Once you have this, you can move back to the belly. Put your palm next to your low rib. Keep pushing the right foot down. Pull the belly. And remember, pull that strong belly. Bring the chest forward. Okay, come back down. Rest. Good. Put the palms down, curl the toes under. Belly strong, chaturanga. Push back up, down dog. Find the curve in the low back, and then push the ribs back, lift the armpits. Try that thing again. Come over to the right, push your heels over to the right. Okay, real quick, sorry, come forward to plank pose. And just back out just a bit and drop the heels over to the left. And then take your right hand to your hip for a second. Take your right arm underneath and grab like your butt, thigh, or just keep curling. You can even grab your shoulder if that feels better. Lift the left leg. Good, put your hands down. Drop the heels over to the right. Take the right hand to, you can take it to the rib cage or the thigh, whatever feels good for you. Arm bone forward. And then lift the right leg. Relax your neck. Can you be with what is, but not completely engulf yourself? Good. Put your hands down. Drop your knees, right? So we're with pose, but like holding tension in your neck and your face and your jaw isn't going to do you anything. Bring your fingertips next to your shoulders. Bring the shoulders on the back. Pull the chest forward and up. Good. Come onto the hands. Curl the toes under. Hips back and up, ribs back. Come up to the tippy toes, look forward. Hop, step, or walk, front of the mat. Look up with the breath. Fold in, exhale. Stand up, stretch. Exhale. Hands release. Whew. Feeling good. All right. Take your right thigh. Take it across your left, right ankle. Take it across your left thigh. Sit back. Find the curve in the low back. Pull the belly in. You can even widen the thighs back down and apart from each other. Sit down. Good. You can bend in deep. You can take your fingertips to the ground or to some blocks or some books. Okay. For those of you that are comfortable here, interlace your fingers around your shin. So, okay. And then if you can, start to stand up about halfway, find the curve, pull the belly in, and maybe bring the foot up. If you can't do that, maybe just here, it's fine. Good, come back down, put the foot down, down, fold.
I'm supposed to feel it back here?
Yeah. Okay, look up halfway. Exhale, fold and down. Kind of releasing some tension around, okay? Arms up, reach up. The hip flexors, exhale. Bring the left knee up. Right. I can, and I will. Take the ankle across. Sit down. Let yourself ease into this. Sit down. You can move your inner thighs down and apart from each other. Love that. And then maybe the hands come to the shin, maybe to the floor. Keep trying to find the curve. Stay here, or if you can, maybe grab the shin or interlace the fingers around. Take a deep breath here. And keep pushing that. Don't forget to keep pushing that pinky toe down. Find the curve, then stand up. Keep rooting the right thigh back. Okay, put it down. Whew. Sit down. Forward fold. There's a rough one. Look up. Hold and exhale down. Step your right foot back. Check. Drop your right knee down. Straighten the left leg. Push the sides back and apart. Pull the belly in. Okay, now come up just like we did last time. And I'm having blocks. Oh, we can just block that. All right. Grab your blocks, and just like we did last week. use the blocks to help you find this space in the low back. Then pull the belly in. Okay, you can just come forward a little bit. Keep the curve. Okay, now if you're doing Ardha Hanuman and you feel not much, you may absolutely, we did Hanuman last week, so if you want to move to Hanuman, move to Hanuman. All right, we did it. Thighs back and apart, pull the belly in, square. Take a breath here. Okay. Yeah. And then pull your right knee forward. I feel pretty open compared to what I normally feel like. Good. Bend into your left knee as you bring your right knee forward. Okay. Lift up the back knee. Move forward with Uttanasana. Feel the difference? Look up. Fold and bow, exhale. Good. Bring your left foot back. Drop your left knee. Get your blocks. Straighten the right leg. And use your blocks to help you, or if you don't have blocks, hands to the front thigh, fine. Widen the pelvis. Pull the belly in. Okay. Yeah, you can do that whole thing that Joe did, right? You can move your knees back. I'll do that, right? Just to help me. I'm a little bit tighter on this side. I do keep a micro bend in that front knee until I get there. You know, we're not doing a Hanuman practice, so we're just feeling this. Press. Pull your left knee forward. Good. And come all the way forward. Fold. Ooh, how does it feel? Good. Look up at the breath. Hold and bow, exhale. Stand up, stretch. Exhale, release the hands. Shift your weight to your left foot. Bend your right knee and catch the foot. The right foot. Okay. Side body long, shoulder and back. Take a deep breath. And then start to push that foot back. Good. And you notice here, this is a closed shoulder. If you can, bring your leg in a little bit. Turn your thumb upward. And then push the foot back again. Okay. So, little baby nataraj. And then we move it into upward, into standing bow. So move your chest forward and the foot to the sky. Square the hips. Okay, come back up. Then here, kick the foot, and then bring the foot forward into a fun little dance move. Did you guys see what I did there? So bring, you just twirl, bring the knee up, and bring your foot forward, and extend forward. Now, if you don't do that, keep the knee bent. You can even push the knee to open the hip. That's okay. Okay, left leg up, or left arm up, not left leg up, that would be crazy. Yeah. Thighs back, belly back, lift the chest up and out. Keep lifting the left kneecap. Use the muscles of the back. Okay, put the foot down. Yeah, you would be levitating. Uh-oh. Okay. Shit, I'm running out of battery. Don't know how that happened. Okay, so let's do the other side. Hopefully my battery doesn't run out. It'll be okay. I'm gonna change this up. Now, bend your left knee. Push the foot back. Okay, this might get confusing for a second. Apparently my battery is dying, so I'm changing up. Sorry.
Cannot hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear anything now. No sound. Hi, Neely.
Hi, Christine.
How are you?
Unmute. Here we go. Now you can hear me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, but it looks like y'all did it, right? Sorry, my computer is about to die, so I didn't realize that. Thought I charged it last night. Sorry. Okay, how we doing? Okay? All right. Arms up to the sky. Exhale, take a forward fold. Check fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, look up halfway. And then plant your hands, move back, downward facing dog. Inhale, move forward, plank pose. Good. And then move forward to the tippy toes, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Good. Forward and up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Put your shins down on the ground. Okay. So there's a camera here, and then there's a camera up there. This camera that I'm pointing at is what we're probably going to move to. This computer is going to die. Sorry about that, you guys. I thought I charged that last week. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video so it doesn't get confusing. All right. So find your blanket. Right? Now I'm going to make a roll with your blanket. Okay. Now, find your strap. And I want you to find the strap, and, you know, I'm just going to pretend like I have something that, you know, like what you guys probably do. And I'm just going to tie it. Right? Tie it so it's like hip distance apart. I forgot there. Right? Beautiful. Okay. Just right at the middle. About hip distance. Remember, hip distance is about 2/5 apart. So you get a little bit, not too much restriction, just a little bit of restriction. You move to your knees. And then this really fun thing that we do together. You're going to take your, we're going to take our low ribs, take it over the belly button, right? Like the soft part right below, so it's just barely touching the low ribs. Okay, you're going to bend your knees, and grab your feet, move your inner thighs higher, pull the belly in, and then push. Can you help? Now, if this isn't possible for you, you can absolutely have a strap and just put the strap around the shins and move back and grab that. Now move the inner thighs higher, pull the belly up, and then push yourself high. I think you're too forward. How's that feel? And you're back. Good. Come back down. So the strap is hopefully, and we'll try that again real quick, okay? I know some of us just got in there. The strap is hopefully giving you some pushback, right? So you're not just letting your thighs splay, all right? And this helps a little bit. Okay, let's try that again. So let's just do that again on the same, because some of us miss that, okay? So bend your knees, get your belly on. Yeah, so we all have the strap around, right? All right, thighs back, belly in, and then push and lift. Nice. Take a breath here, and then come back down.
It feels like somebody's punching you in the gut. Like, but not just once, just like.
Just a repeated punch in the gut. Huh. I don't have this experience. Okay, if that's your experience, maybe just back out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's just that thing. Okay, so the next one we know is the pelvis moves to
The roll moves to the pelvis, right underneath the hip bones. Notice a lot of us are walking around, not sure about this. Oh, some of us maybe had to take our pee break because that puts on our ladder for sure. Bend your knees, move your thighs higher, turn the belly in. Yeah, shoulders on back, and then the feet go up to the sky. So this is interesting too because the knees want to play, don't they? But the strap's helping us not. Pull the chest out, or don't actually. Let the feet go up. Good. Bring it down. Go back. Sit on your toes. All right. Rest. Okay. Come on to the belly again. And we'll do it with no blanket. Isn't that nice? Bend your knees.
Strap makes it super hard for me to get my feet.
Oh, does it? Yeah, if it makes it hard, just adjust if you can. Go in another strap. Okay, you got it. Shoulders on back. Inner thighs up. Push. Everything up. And then roll to your right. Oops, careful not to drop. Crazy. Come back to center. Roll to your left. I personally hate this, but you know, can't do everything I like all the time. Back to center. One more time each side. Back to center. To left. Back to center. Release. How you doing, babe?
That's right on my knees.
On the knees.
As I feel like I'm pulling apart.
Try to lift the knees higher.
Can I focus on?
Yeah, you can take off your strap, just rest.
This is
Hold on.
like they're just getting pulled apart.
Well, try actually, I do want you to keep the strap if you can. Okay. All right, if you can just widen the strap a bit. Come on to your back, or come on to your hands and knees and stand up on your knees. How are we feeling? We okay? Okay, I can't really see. Here we go. I can see you guys there. This is why it's confusing. Sorry about that. Okay. Take a down dog with your strap. Push your thighs back and apart. See, my strap is too wide. Bend your knees, push your thighs back and apart. Very nice. And then come on to your hands and knees again. Use a blanket or something, a padding underneath your knees if you need it. Some people are fine. I tied my strap. Okay. So here, you can grab a block. Put a block between the shins, or if you don't have it, the strap is good enough. So here, take your hands to your hips and move, and you see how I'm like kind of forward here in this position. Pull the belly in, widen, and then so use the muscles, right? So bring the shoulder head to the arm bones and the shoulders into the back. So lift the chest. You see I'm like sticking my butt out a little bit, a lot of it. Pull the belly in, shoulders on back, and then with your inhale, start to push the hips forward, but lift up the back, lift up the chest, push the hips forward so they're over the knees. Good. Come back. So same thing again. Bring your hands, but so I'll start here, pull the belly in, and then start to push the hips forward. And if you can't, take your right hand to your right ankle, left ankle. If you can't, blocks are good, or hands to the low back. Then push the hips forward. Keep the curve in the low back, and then use the muscles along the spine to lift the heart forward and up. Then bring your chin forward, bring your head forward, take your upper palate back, give yourself a double chin, and then draw the top of the head out towards the back of the room. Okay, hands to hips, come back up. Woo! Rest. working towards just a deeper back bend, but we're kind of taking our time, right? I can easily put my hands on my feet flat, but let's just take our time and work into this and give space, right? To our body, to our spine. Danielle, is there any fun pose that you want to accomplish today? There isn't? No? Okay. All right. Let's do that again. Nice deep camel pose. I like the strap. It restricts us, right? It keeps us from doing things we shouldn't do. Hug the shin. Is that strap okay? I'm doing this. Okay. Now, hands on hips, thighs back, belly back, lift the chest. Now you put your hands in your back, like you're putting your hands into your jean pockets. Ribs back, lift and like stick out. Lift the upper back. So first start in like this half forward position. Shoulders on back, tone the belly, push the hips forward, and then you put the tops of the feet down. Lift, 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 and then maybe the right hand back and the left hand back. Shoulders on back, pull. If you can, move your hands to your inner knees. Keep lifting, you don't have to. Shoulder the heart up. Give yourself double chin, and push the top of the head towards the front of the room. Okay, then push down, ground, lift up. Woo! Sit down. Okay. Take off your strap. We will get it again. Please go to a wall. And I want you to do an L pose first. All right. And what I want you to accomplish here in L pose is I want you to work on strength number 1. You can make it from here. So take a deep breath, side body long, shoulders on back, belly strong, thighs back, lift up, and then push. And then lift the arm bones forward, let your upper back move in, pull the belly in, and then look back towards the wall. If you don't have a wall, that's okay. You can play with handstand in the middle. Okay, very nice. And then, nice, you guys. All right, come down. Now, you're gonna turn yourself back to your wall, and we'll do this. Because I want us to activate our core, but also get into our shoulders. Take your hands as close as you can to the wall. Look back towards the middle of the room, and then give yourself this. So push up. Armpits back, belly back. And then if you can, try to get both feet off the wall at the same time. Try to hop up by looking to the middle of the room, okay? So go. Nice. Good assist. Nice. Meili, try some handstands. Call you out. Just in the room. Don't be scared. Nice, you guys. Shake out your wrists, whatever you need. Oh my gosh, Tristan, your dog is so cute. So what you doing, Mom? All right. Switch friends or just take a moment and just try that one more time. L pose is an okay alternative if you can't get there. Nice, there you go. Push. All right, beautiful. So last one, last inversion. Let's do one of these guys. So you're gonna take your block to the wall. So let me just be my wall. And then you're gonna look down, look back. Side body long, shoulders on back, and then try to kick up. Try to get this belly strong. Great. Okay. Keep the gaze backwards. I know we've been doing gaze forward for so long, but try it, see what happens. Okay. If you don't have a block, that's okay. Forearm balance. And if you can't quite do forearm balance, what you could do is, but you can do head scan, is you can do head scan, but then lift your head up. Yeah, and then lift your head, but still look backwards. Nice. It is hard. It's in the shoulders, right?
The head's just buried off the ground.
That's okay. Okay, switch friends if you haven't yet. Hold on. Some people have friends. Good. All right. And then when you're ready, come on and come back to your mat. Grab your strap. Oh, he's your friend today. Take your strap. Oh boy, we're almost done. Around the thighs. You can even use block if you like block. Block would be an alternative to your strap between your thighs if you want. Bend the elbows. Thighs back, feel the curve of the back, belly tone. And then push into the feet and lift the hips. And notice the resistance of the mat of the strap. Good. Then move the shoulder blades deeper to the back of the heart. Interlace your fingers and try to move the chest up. Now scoop the butt out, pull the belly in. Push the chest to the sky. Come up to the tippy toes. Release the hands. Maybe walk the feet in a bit. And then put the heels down. Push your chest up. Now, if you found that you easily touched your feet, wonderful. If you didn't, wonderful as well. Good. Release, walk, come up to the toes, walk the feet out. Rest fully. Okay, for some of us that know that we can't touch the feet, instead of having the strap around your thighs, you're gonna put the strap around the shin like so. Okay, so watch me real quick. You would sit up. So here are the options. The strap goes around the shins, side body long shoulder going back and lift up. And then Chatsula Dandasana. Or you keep the strap around the thighs, bend the elbows, ribs down, lift up, interlace fingers, get the shoulders back, lift the feet, walk the feet in, take the ankles, then push up. Okay, come back and try. So come on to your backs. Put the strap either around the shin or around the thighs, whatever's easier for you. Okay, then bend the elbows and lift the chest. Now, if you have the strap in your hands, you're obviously not going to bend your elbows. Good. Then walk your feet in. Okay. Put your heels down, lift the heart. Maybe you easily grab your ankles and you push the heels down, then lift your heart up, up, up. Yeah, that's beautiful, Joe. It's beautiful, you guys. Take another breath. And then when you're ready, yeah, nice, Stephen. Release. And release the strap from your thighs. Walk the feet out. Rest fully. Rest fully. It's intention, awareness. Very good. Now, take your feet, bend your knees. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. And then drop, windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Hopefully the strap will help with, any low back stuff. Good, now come, drop your knees over to the right. Take your right ankle over your left thigh. Press your thighs back, tone the low ribs in, and then take your arms above your head, behind you. Oh, so the knees drop over. So, take your left wrist into your right hand, press the thighs back, belly in, and then stretch your left knee forward and your left hand back. Good. Come back to center. Bring the feet down. And then drop the knees to the left. Take your left ankle over your right thigh. Press the thighs back, pull the belly in. Take your right wrist. Stretch in both directions. Good. Come back to center. Give yourself a happy baby. Yeah. And just rock yourself from side to side, even straightening each leg a little bit. Good. Please do anything else that you feel your body might need. And then if you have a blanket nearby and you want to cover yourself, you're cold, please do that. Start to extend your legs. Turn your palms up. And close your eyes. And then extend your legs. And allow yourself to soften. Can you start to wiggle the fingers and toes? I wasn't sure if you guys are hearing me there, sorry. And bring your knees into your belly. And then pull yourself all the way up to seated. And bring your hands to your heart center. And as we sit here together, can we allow whatever is arising to arise? Even feel the body. Feel intention and awareness. And then let's take a deep breath together. Exhale out the mouth. And then we Om, ending our practice on this beautiful Sunday, together in community. Just always being here and giving space for what it is that it's arising. It is when we are defending our ideas of who we are or how reality that should be, is when we begin to suffer. So let's allow that space to let whatever is arising is to arise. Big breath in. And bow in, please. Namaste, my friend. All right. Unmute. Hi, guys. We're back.
Hi. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. How are you feeling?
Good.
Thank
Any questions? Any big plans for today?
I can't figure out how to see everybody.
What?
Nope. Thank you for that closing note, that nice little reminder about should be.
My pleasure. I try myself too, you know?
I know. It's a lot of that. Bye.
Thanks,
All
Adriane.
right. I love you all. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Danielle.
Happy birthday, puppy. Oh, Teresa, your little puppy's so cute.
It's my daughter's puppy. It's my puppy.
How sweet you.
Move, move.
What is that?
Oh, Teresa! Teresa! Oh my goodness!
I know. Oh, hi, Parker.
Oh, it's dog hour.
Oh.
I love all the dogs.
Oh my
The
goodness!
best-
He's so
You guys, the best thing is watching you guys, and then you're like, what are you up to? What's going on here?
Ivy, there's,
Oh, dear, dear dog.
there's my
Bye.
Bye, girls.
Bye.
Bye, John. Bye, you guys. Yay. So Danielle, what's up, girl?
Nothing.
Nothing. How do you feel? Do you feel what's your age now?
36.
36? Ooh, it's a young 36, girl.
great.
Did you say name is me?
Yeah. Joe's 36 too. Or
He's all surprised like nobody else in the world is 36. She's the same age as me.
I'm the only one. Well, now I'm not. You took that from me.
Sorry.
you're gonna be 37 this year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe's gonna be 37.
I'm already in my 37th year, you know?
Yeah.
So now you're starting your 37th year.
Great. Thank you thank you for making me a year older, seemingly. Than
Thanks, Joe. I just had you do that.
What
All
a
right,
wonderful
guys.
day.
I love you all.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Yay. All right.